So anyway, then Michael Keaton shows up. It makes no fucking sense. Hey, welcome to Fandom Fights. We're here for another fandom match. It's a number one contenders match. Kaleb Koho is back in the number one contenders ring, going up against Albert, faction mate, friend, now maybe mortal enemy. Who knows? Nick is here with me to co-host this one. Nick, I really love you too. How are you doing?
Oh, that's not what this says, but okay. I'm doing well. Excited for this match. It's going to be a good one. Albert winning comeback player of the year last year and has started off hot and cooking. Coming in second in the 5-way contender match that wound up getting Joe his title. Earned him this spot here after he beat Matthew Chen. Koho seeming to appear as if from another universe, randomly appearing in like a jail cell.
Even though it makes no sense.
Correct. To be here in the match today after an impressive win over current teams champion David Garcia.
Absolutely.
I think we're in for a good match today, Tim.
I agree. I'm really excited for this one. We've been talking about it for a while behind the scenes. Excited to see it now. So let's go check it out and see what the players have to say right now in the promos.
So my track record in number one contenders matches is 50-50. And this is the third number one contenders match. And in all three, they've all been faction mates. I beat Joe. I got KO'd by Scully. We're going to see how I do with Albert. Albert's great. He did fantastic in the last one. I would be honored if Albert went and played for his title by beating me. Albert deserves it. But I said it in the last match. I have a goal. I have a lot that I feel like I need to prove and remind people of. And I think a win today would really do that. And I have a little vendetta with Joe. I want that belt off of Joe more than anything. To take it from Joe specifically would feel great. And I would love that. But either way, it's a win-win. If Albert wins, he's playing for his first title, and I'll support the man to the end. And if I win, let's run it back, Joe. But at the end of the day, Albert, good luck. This will be a lot of fun.
All right, so I'm here I guess this is my second number one contenders match back-to-back now. I'm playing Koho. He's my manager. He probably knows my strength and weakness more than I know my strengths and weakness myself. So that's going to be an interesting game here today. I usually rely on him on round 3. I have to rely on myself, so that's a change of pace. But this should be fun. I've never played him one-on-one, so this should be a lot of fun. And either way, like Koho said, if I win, that's great. If Koho win, I'm glad, and I'm gonna support him too, all the way to the title match. So yeah.
Nick, very polite, both of them today. I think Koho's mistaken. If you want to get down into the nitty-gritty, I believe he's actually 3 for 4 in number one contenders matches, because he has played some teams number one contenders matches. Let's not put that aside. That has happened. You've played in finals of tournaments, I believe, as well. So I think the stats, he's letting himself down a little bit. In singles, he's correct. But I also like the love from Albert and Koho, both sides, saying they'll support each other. That's sweet. If you and I were doing this, we would be literally just like Morbius slashing each other's throats the whole time. Anything you want to say about the promos?
As I said, Albert is a rising star. Koho mentioned Joe, the current champion. Joe's got 2 losses. One's to Scully, who he just beat to get the title. The other's to Kaleb Koho. So, man has a point.
Yeah, I like it. I like the points being made. Let's get into the match. Nick, you're green. Tell us about round number 1.
Sure. Round number 1 is going to work like this. Each player will get 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. You'll have 15 seconds to write your answer down. And at the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down. You'll then reveal your answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, you will receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions as we get into round 1?
All right. Nick, kick us off with question 1.
Question number 1 will come in the category of, it's my favorite, Middle Earth. What specific location is Legolas in the first time we see him in the Hobbit trilogy?
So earlier I said you were green, and that was the qualification for you to read round number 1. Right. And you didn't put up any fight about it. I thought you were going to be like,
I know that I'm not green. I'm aware that I am not green. but I just, my shirt says be
5,
kind, so I figured
4,
I'd be kind and not point
3,
out your obvious error.
2. Oh, that's a B. Pens down. Let's go to Caleb.
It's like Ron DMC, Mirkwood Forest.
And Albert.
I said Lothlorien.
Mirkwood Forest is correct. So Caleb will take the 1-0 lead as we get into your next question, which is in the Wizarding World. Ooh, it's my favorite. The question is, which Wizarding World film is the first one where Fred and George Weasley are allowed to use magic outside of school? The joke was that you did my normal catchphrase that I say when James Bond movies come up.
And Middle-earth.
And yeah, I know.
And most other things.
I say it a lot. But Wizarding World, I believe, is your favorite category. Am I mistaken? Or is MCU?
Top 3. I'd have to
5.
really think about
4,
it.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
And Koho.
I said Half-Blood Prince.
Order of the Phoenix is the correct answer. Nick, what's next?
All right, we all tied up as we get to the third question, which comes in the category of Mission Impossible. What is the name of the doctor who invented the Chimera virus in Mission Impossible 2? We just need the last name.
If you had to be in a sequel to this franchise, which one would it be?
Like a currently existing one, or one that's like in the books? Or
yeah, like a currently existing one. Like you get to be a part of that film. Which one would you want to be a part of?
I guess this one.
Surrounded work with
by
John Woo. 5.
Surrounded
4,
by like
3,
average
2, 1.
going on. I wouldn't say
Pens down. You get to hang out with some doves. Let's go to Caleb.
I said Bradbury. I can't remember his name.
And Albert.
I said Gregorovich.
Albert is closer. It is Nekrovich. Nekrovich. Whatever. So no one is correct as we get into your next question, which is in the category of the MCU. Michelle Yeoh can be found in how many MCU films?
I think it's Yo.
Michelle Yeoh? I thought it was Yao.
No, because like I mean maybe like I don't know, but I don't think so.
You mean like Yo, like Soldier Boy, like Yo, like that, or like?
Yeah, but like no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
2.
And Caleb.
2.
2 is correct. So we are tied 2-2 going into the next question.
Your next question comes in the category of DC. In Superman Returns, how does Kitty divert Superman's attention so Luthor can steal kryptonite from a museum?
Last museum you went to. Go.
The Rhode Island School of Design Museum in Rhode Island, and I walked into the first room, and there was some stuff on the wall, so I was like, "Ooh, cool art." And then I get to the end, and there's a stick, like an outside stick, nailed to the wall with a plaque that said "Stick 13." And I said, "I hate art," and left.
Is that a true story?
I didn't leave right then and there. Like I finished the museum, but like that's the only embellishment. The rest is all true.
1. Pens down. You mentally left at that point. Let's go to, I believe, Caleb.
I said causes a power outage.
And Albert.
I said she drives recklessly in the city.
That's right.
You think we can take Albert's answer?
Yep.
Okay. So, okay. I see the slash there. So yeah, Albert will get that point. 3-2. So we will move on to your next question in the category of Pixar. In Finding Dory, what kind of animals does Dory get in the middle of the street in order to stop the truck carrying Marlin and Nemo?
So Tim, honest question.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you not know what the word recklessly meant? And therefore, when you looked at the answer that we had that said driving out of control, you were like, oh, I don't know if that's the same.
No, because when I looked at the answer, when you read the question, I read the first part and not the second part of it after the slash.
Gotcha.
And had I answered the question, I would have answered with the first part. So, and so that was what was in my brain, but it does make sense. 5.
correct.
3. To get the fuck out of here. Watch. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Sea otters?
And Koho.
I said birds.
Otters is correct. So Albert goes up 4-2. Is that what you have, Nick?
Yep.
Okay, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Your Eyes Only?
1, 2, 3.
I've been working on the railroad.
I sang a song about my dog earlier, and I almost made my wife choke on the beverage she was drinking.
You sang a song about your dog?
Yeah, I was pretty mean. I was pretty rude to him.
Can't wait to hear it on the next question when we have all that time available.
I don't know. 5, 4,
Excited.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Koho
John Barry.
and Albert.
I also said John Barry.
Both of you would be incorrect. We were looking for Bill Conti.
That's the
Bill Conti.
Mhm.
So your next question is going to be in the category of horror icons. Which Halloween film features 2 people attempting to take a hot bath together, only for Michael to kill one of them by turning the temperature up and burning one of their faces off?
Some good wholesome family fun there.
Yeah, I don't want to obviously say which movie this is because that would give away the answer. But when I watched this with Maggie for the first time, this whole sequence, she just went, yeah, the whole time.
Fair. Also, what was the song? You want to sing it?
I can't. It has a
Got it.
lot of foul language. 5,
Oh, because that's
3,
fucking stopped us before.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Halloween 2, the original one.
Oh,
I said Halloween 2, the first one.
I think we can take both those answers. Yeah, Halloween 2 is correct. So Albert maintains his 2-point lead as we get into the next question.
Your next question comes in the category of Marvel. What does Juggernaut do to Deadpool when they first encounter each other in Deadpool 2?
Have you heard the news about the new director for Deadpool 3?
No, what's going on?
Sean Levy of Cheaper by the Dozen fame is directing the film.
And Night at the Museum?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, and he also did Free Guy, which I
Free Guy
didn't like.
sucked.
And he did the Adam Project, which I haven't
Oh,
seen.
shut up, Cole.
Free Guy
I thought Free Guy rules.
Free Guy was
of course you did.
I love
5,
Free Guy.
Free
4,
Guy was literally
3.
terrible. It made
It's
me cry.
awful.
How bad
1.
it's so
Pens down. Let's go to Koho.
Rips him in half.
Albert.
I said rips off his limbs.
I don't think we can give Albert that. Rips him in half is what we're looking for. So Koho will close that gap a little bit, make it 5-4 as we get into your final question of the round, which is going to come in the category of it's Koho's favorite. He grew up watching it. It's Star Trek. The question is, in Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, Cybok claims to have the power to take away people's what? Did you know that Koho grew up watching this?
I did.
I've heard.
I've heard that as well. Yeah,
That might be Albert's best Photoshop job.
I do really. That
So
made me smile.
is
a lot.
Albert is
Eggsy.
Is
with
Eggsy
the-
in this situation?
with
I
the
didn't want
hat.
to say any characters' names because of possible future questions, but 5, 4,
We asked who
fuck,
is
2,
Eggsy. There you go.
1, pens down. Let's go to Albert
Pain?
and Koho.
Pain.
Pain is correct. So Albert will come out of round 1 in the lead, 6-5. Is that what you have, Mr. Twohig?
That is what I have.
Okay, we're gonna get into round number 2. Nick, care to explain how that works?
Sure. Round number. Wasn't about to take a drink or anything. Round number 2. It's going to work like this. It's the wheel round. We have 8 fandom categories on a wheel, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again. Once they are assigned a category, they'll get 5 questions in said category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they would like to check down a multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Hey, Tim, you want to do something?
Yeah, I will. The way you reacted to that made me laugh so hard. Okay, your categories today are Star Wars, YA, scores and soundtracks, Disney live action, Star Trek, Marvel, Middle Earth, and Mission Impossible. So, Albert, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer to Mr. Koho?
I think I'll defer.
Okay, Koho, this is going to be the spin for you. Your spin is in.
That's exactly the situation you should have done. So, you know.
Okay.
It lands on scores and soundtracks. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Okay. Nick, you want to go ahead and give Koho his questions?
Gladly, Mr. Koho. I will be administering your questions in the category of scores and soundtracks. Are you prepared?
We'll see.
Great. Your first question. What was the last horror icons film that John Carpenter composed music for?
Like creditedly composed music for?
Yes. Credited for composing music.
Halloween Kills.
That is correct for 2 points.
Because I don't actually know if he did anything. He's got a credit.
Would have been worth a challenge had we said you were wrong. Anyway, your second question. What song do Rapunzel and Flynn Rider sing together while the lanterns are released in Tangled?
Should have won. I See the Light.
That is correct for 2
Great
points.
song.
It's a great song.
That is one of my favorites.
The Macaw is a big fan.
Love that one.
Your third question. What song appears in both Guardians of the Galaxy and Shrek?
That's a great question. What does appear? See a Shrek. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Okay.
All right, that is your first repeat. The question again. What song appears in both Guardians of the Galaxy and Shrek?
Is that that? No. Is it?
5, 4.
I'll go multiple choice to be safe.
All right, your multiple choice options is A, Cherry Bomb, B, On the Road Again, C, Escape, the Pina Colada Song, or D, Moon Age Daydream.
I'll go Cherry Bomb.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Cherry Bomb, B, On the Road Again, C, Escape, the Pina Colada Song, or D, Moon Age Daydream?
I was originally thinking Escape, so let's go with that. Escape, the Pina Colada Song.
That is correct for a
Feel
1.
like pina
I don't remember that. Oh, that's the fucking mirror. Oh, I'm an idiot. Shit.
It's the mirror.
It's the mirror.
Yeah.
right.
So that makes it 9-7, correct, Nick?
Correct.
Okay.
Koho, your penultimate question, scores and soundtracks. Which DC film composer composed the score for Alien 3?
Alien 3 is Elliot Goldenthal.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What Johnny Cash song opens 2021's The Suicide Squad?
Folsom Prison Blues.
That is correct for 2 more points and the end of Koho's round 2.
All right. So Koho getting a score up to 13 with Albert at 7. Is that what you have?
Correct.
Okay. So we'll bring back the wheel for Mr. Wiradharma's spin. So Albert, here's your spin.
Mm-hmm.
It lands on the Wars in the Stars. Would you like to keep that or spinning it?
I think I'll spin again.
Okay, this is what you are going to be stuck with. Let's see what the fates give you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get the other star. You're going to get the Treks.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right, Albert, I will be giving you your questions. In Star Trek, are you ready, my friend?
Mm-hmm.
All right, your first question. Which Star Trek film features the characters Ambassador Knockless and Admiral Cartwright?
Um,
5, 4, 3.
The Undiscovered Country.
That is correct for 2 points. I don't know why, but I wanted to say knock list. That's what it sounds like. Your next question. Who ultimately convinces Picard to blow up the Enterprise in Star Trek First Contact?
Ultimately.
Five.
Oh, that's tricky.
4.
Multiple choice.
3. All right, your options are A, Worf, B, Zephram Cochrane, C, Data, or D, Lily.
Lily?
That is correct for 1 point.
Can I hear the wording of the question again? Sorry,
You may, Mr. Koho,
All right.
that question again.
Yeah.
Who ultimately convinces Picard to blow up the Enterprise in Star Trek First Contact?
Doesn't she like end up convincing him not to?
I don't know. Are you?
I'll throw my challenge. I'll say I'm pretty sure her comparison of Ahab is what caused him to have a change of heart and not blow up the Enterprise.
We'll be right back after the challenge.
We're back from the challenge. We looked through, talked it out.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
The answer is Lily. The correct answer is Lily. Albert will be getting the point. Brings the total up to 10 to Coho's 13. Coho does lose his challenge. Is that what you have, Nick?
Correct, Tim.
Albert, your third question. I'm sorry, your third question, Albert. Who plays Carol Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness?
That would be Alice Eve.
That is correct for 2 points. Albert, your fourth question. In Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, what possession does Kirk pawn for cash in the past?
It's reading glasses that he got from Bones.
We can accept that for 2 points. And the lead, as we get into your final question, Mr. Albert. What ship does Riker become captain of at the end of Star Trek Nemesis?
Titan?
That is correct for 2 points, bringing your total up to 16 to Coho's 13. So still a very close game, Nick, as we get into round number 3. You know what, Nick? I'll explain the rules for this one. It's the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to say a category. Then you guys are going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have run out of questions. Gentlemen, any questions from you guys as we get into the match? Or the round, rather.
The match?
The match! We're starting over. Any questions?
Personally.
No.
Okay, then the first category that you can bet points on is YA. Let's get bets, starting with Albert.
I'll go 1.
And Coho.
1.
Okay, your question in the category of YA. Which YA film features someone volunteering to stay behind with their wounded sister? You have a sister, I believe.
Correct.
How many?
Just
the un, but you have one brother, correct?
Yeah.
You're a middle child too, right? You lucky.
Yeah. Why
son
are you
of a
telling
bitch.
everyone this?
I'm trying to get it all out there. Like, I'm the youngest.
You want to say my address too?
Your address?
Yeah. Go ahead. Give them all my info.
274
How about you count
West
down, Tim?
Wallaby Way.
5,
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be a repeat from Albert. Your question again. Which YA film features someone volunteering to stay behind with their wounded sister? 7486.
Blood type? You want to go ahead.
You're probably O positive, if I had to guess.
Why? What gives you
I
that?
don't know. I don't fucking know, man.
What is it about O positive people? They're super nice.
Isn't that the good, like the blood that can go into like anybody, but you all can only get? I think that's like O negative, actually. 5, 4.
I don't know.
3.
Why?
You don't know
What?
this? 2.
What is happening?
1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert.
The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
And Koho.
Maze Runner: The Scourge Trials.
Albert is correct. It is Mockingjay Part 2. So Albert will gain 1 point, going up to 17. Koho will lose 1 point, going down to 12. What is the next category, Sir Nicholas?
Your next category is Fandom Quotes.
Let's get bets, starting with Koho
0.
and Albert.
Also 0.
That's only Nick. What's the question? I'm sure they're going to be pissed.
Your question, Fandom Quotes. Which Worlds of DC character said the quote, "I got one for all the little birds I helped fly away from this world. I'm saving a special spot for you"?
Yeah.
I trimmed my beard too close to my face.
I noticed that. You did look a little younger.
I got a new razor, and I was like, "Oh, there's a trimmer on it," and then it just like took all of it off in one spot, and I was like, "Okay, well, this needs to change now."
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho for stats.
Is it Victor Zaz?
And Albert.
I said Harley Quinn.
Hey, it is Victor Zaz. That's
Fuck
correct.
me. All right.
Yeah, I won't, but we're gonna move on. Sorry. It's gonna be in the category of Planet of the Apes.
I should have taken the quotes risk.
Let's get bets starting with Albert
1.
and Koho. Question in Planet of the Apes is as follows. Which character is played by Robert Gunner in the original Planet of the Apes? So Nick, if I'm not mistaken, if Koho and Albert both hit this, we will move on to the next question.
Correct.
But if Koho misses this question, we will be done, no matter what Albert does.
Correct.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That is Koho's second repeat. Which character is played by Robert Gunner in the original Planet of the Apes?
We're gonna find out.
That is the name of the game.
This is better.
They're after us. Oh my god.
That's me. Sorry.
You know how I knew that
Sorry,
April
George, going
Fool's
by.
thing was bullshit? Nazario's window, it was dark outside. It premiered at like 8 in the morning. 5,
Anyway.
4.
I also
3,
told you we were doing it for weeks leading up to it.
1. Pens down. That too. Albert, we're gonna start with you.
I said London.
And Koho.
Dr. Zayas.
And your winner, Albert. We're at Harma, moving on to face
game, Koho.
Joe
Good game, buddy.
Farrelly in the title match. Nick, Landon was the correct answer, so Albert did have the correct answer. A final score of 18-10. But I don't think that really reflects the overall match. I think Koho played really, really well. It came down to that first YA question just wasn't a question he was able to pull, and he should have bet on quotes. But again, quotes is such a category that it's like I don't blame him for not betting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a close game despite the score being a little more wide. What did you think?
You said it all. Let's talk to them players there.
Beautiful. Why don't you start off with talking to Mr. Koho, please?
Mr. Koho. So if my math is correct, you are now 1 for 3 in contender matches. But you've made it to 3 contender matches, which is not a thing that a lot of people can say.
3 contender matches in the span of 1 year. That's my personal record.
Great thing. Listen, you were like a point or 2 behind Albert in every round.
Yeah.
To the point where round 3 could have been the difference maker. You just unlucky. Betting on taking risks in some places, not taking risks in others. But hey, no one knows that. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about your performance?
Round 1 was just that's the worst round 1 I've played since I played my last number 1 contenders match. I've done pretty bad in round 1 now in contender. Like I just round 1 did not do well for me today. I put a lot of like prep into covering the areas where I was like, I need to brush up, let's do that. And then I hit, that worked. Every track question I got, I hit, I knew. I hit the Middle Earth. I hit the ones where I was like, yep, that was my focus for this game. And then areas that I was like, oh, I know Pixar, I'll be fine. I missed the door. I was like, oh shit. So that's just how it kind of went. Albert played terrific, and I'm so excited to coach him to Joe's loss. Cannot wait for Albert to kick Joe's ass full size in the rematch. But I feel like I didn't play my absolute best. I think I did okay. I definitely feel like I need to put a little bit more work in for the summer series. That tournament is gonna be. I'm at least I'm in every tournament. I can say I'm consistent. I'm in every tournament. But this tournament I plan on winning it. So we'll just work on that.
All right. Yeah, you will be in the tournament, as you did say. So a little bit of a consolation, though you didn't win today. Anyone you're looking to face in that tournament specifically?
I'll tell you who I don't want to play. I don't want to play Thomas Scully again ever. But of who's there that I would guess, I would guess Robert Kastner's there. I want Kastner. That's someone that I would love to play one-on-one. Because if we're gonna talk about people who are decent, he's not bad. He's good. But nothing would be sweeter than to deliver a crushing L to that man for some of the shit talk that Fun DMC has given us recently, especially his partner. So I would love nothing more than to put the beat down on Robert Kastner. Hey, Bobby Cast, I'm coming for you.
I'm taking you out after that.
Yeah, congrats. You're cool.
Bobby Cat. Ugh, sorry, Robert. Let's bring in Albert.
Albert, look, like about a month or two ago, you were in the same spot. You came up just short. The guy who beat you went on to claim the belt you now are after. So second time's the charm, apparently. Are you prepared for a title match? And what do you think about the match today?
Prepared for a title match? Not right now. I will be. And yeah, I mean the match was it was a good match. Koho put on a fight in that round too, with that Scored and Soundtracks round. The Pina Colada song is one of my favorites, so I was like, I think it's Pina Colada song, so that Steel was like, okay, I think I know it. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward for a title match. Very intimidated, but I'll be ready.
Awesome. So yeah, Koho will be in your corner now, as opposed to across from you or next to you on the video screen here.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to describe it. Will you feel more relaxed with Koho in your corner?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think that will definitely help, and I will have to mentally be ready as well, because I've been in teams title, but singles title is just a whole different level, especially with deep cut around and studying more and everything. So I'll have to make sure that I'm ready at that point and mentally be there. But yeah, that should be good.
Great, man. Well, we're looking forward to it. I think you v Joe is going to be one heck of a time. Congratulations on the win today.
This was a great match. I said it all before. Sorry that I'm making you laugh at me. I'm a silly guy. Hey, but genuinely, I thought this was a good match. I thought Koho played really well, but Albert has been playing on fire all season. Even in the matches that he's lost, he's been playing incredible. And I thought he had a fantastic performance against Joe and David in the team's title match with Kaleb. So if he can bring that level of play, level of playmanship, I don't fucking know. Sports. If he could be good in that match like he was in that one, he'll be fucking great. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you to Koho. Thank you to Albert. Thank you to Nick. Thank you to Miller Lite for making me a disaster of a human being. We'll see you next time with the next match. Until then, bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.